I'm always happy when the all share index is up, and the reason why is because my portfolio is going to be up also. And you also that is listening to me also, if you invest in the Nigerian stock market, you will find out that your portfolio will be up also as a result of what we are getting. And if you've been following me, you understand where I drew this support here, that we need to hold on to this area. And I think this was it here when I was sharing on this video. Where is it now? Okay, so this is it. I was telling you guys that the market is about to go rather. We should get our portfolio ready. So just in case you've not watched it, you can come here and check. And this was where I actually gave you guys two stocks to buy. And I believe most of you should take position. And if you bought the MPF, you should be able to get your dividends, and because the stock has been marked down. So the all share index right now is currently in a new territory. So you can see this was the yellow line I drew, and we bounced it here, and I explained that we needed to hold on to this area, or we hold on to this part. So I said we need to hold on, because if we fall off here, we've actually gotten a double top, which will serve as the market going into a bearish mode. And if you are using your hard-earned money or your smart-earned money, you won't want the money, you won't want the all share index to go down, because that means your portfolio will be actually down, and that is not a good thing. And that is what we've seen right here. Let me just make you guys see what I'm seeing. So you see, we are looking at the daily chart, and we finally got a huge break here. You see, we got a huge break. This is one candle, that is one daily, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 4th day. So if the market is going to be healthy, and if we are going to hit the 1 trillion economy, the all share index need to relax in this area. We must not see this all share index coming to break this yellow line, and that is why I'm giving it close monitoring. Either you are in my premium group or you are in my public group. So we want this place to actually hold very strong. So this area will serve as support as we move ahead in the market. So even though when there is a bearish market or a bad news, all we expect is for this candle to come down to this point and continue the price discovery. So why am I saying this? You can see for some years we actually did this same thing here. So for a long time we've been around this area here. So you can see this is where we are. So if you want to talk about we've been in an area, maybe we've been trending or we've been going sideways. So this is the area where we've been before we had a little push, just like we had this breakout. This area served as a breakout before we had a little push like this, and you can see the price continuation here. So similar thing is happening around this area. So that is why I want us to pay attention. So with this, if everything is cool, we're going to make money. But that doesn't mean individual stocks cannot come up or come down. So that is why we are getting this. You can see this is where we had a little trend line here before we had the break here. So if you've been watching my previous video, you understand what I'm saying. And now we are having it around this area here. So this is where the breakout happened when Mr. President said subsidy is gone, and we had this huge push. So just for you to get a proper insight, so the all share index track the whole market, the whole stock in the market. So that is the summary of what we have here. So any push we see, we'll also experience it in the other stocks. So what you need to do is you need to pay attention, and that doesn't mean either the all share index is coming up or coming down. We will not see one or two, but if it is going up, a lot of stocks will follow up with the same trend, and which is very, very important. So we quickly jump to the market review. Let's see what happened in the market. Let's see volume, and let's see where the trend is going, so that we may see 1 or 2 stocks that will be taking position in. And we look at top gainers and top losers. Sometimes there are opportunities in top gainers, and sometimes there are opportunities in top losers. So without wasting our time, my name still remains Investor Joe, and you are welcome to the Financial Edge, where we get financial freedom through trade and investment. So in case you're new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when my post enriching videos like this. So let's jump quickly to what we are going to do today. So today is the market report for May 30th, 2025. I'll do another video how to get to this report, so that you can keep yourself up to date, just in case I change my posting of videos, so you will not be lacking all this information. So a total turnover of 3.79 billion shares worth 119.394 billion in 89,636 deals was traded this week by investors on the floor of the exchange, in contrast to a total of 3.932 billion shares value at 74.813 billion that exchanged hands last week in 105,202,000 deals. So the financial services measured by volume led the activity chart with 2,000 with 2.744 billion shares valued at 79.805 billion traded in 36,458 deals, thus contributing 72.34% and 6.84% to the total equity turnover volume and value respectively. So the consumer goods actually led the market with 201,889,000 shares. So that is worth 7.623 billion in 11,922 deals. That place was the service industry. So if you observe, you find out that we've actually moved around consumer, we've moved around financial services and services. So these are the three core areas that actually take a huge chunk or a big percentage of the market. So traded in the top three equities, namely United Capital, namely UBA for Africa, Fidelity, and Access Holdings. So, like I told you guys, if you check my portfolio, you will not see banking. But banking and highly liquid and all that. But I think for you to enjoy banking, if you have like 50, 100, 200 million, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, please. Even with 100,000, you can buy. It's your money, you work for it. But I'm just saying, personally, I don't like investing in banks because if there's any 20% up, a lot of people will take profit because it is liquid and that is where fund manager will always put their money and that's where big money will put their money. So if you have 100 million, for example, 10% you have what? You have 10% you have 10 million, 20% you have 20 million. So you won't be waiting to make huge money. But somebody with 10,000 naira or with 50,000 naira, that 10% is 5,000. The person will look at it and it's small. Let me wait. And that is when these guys will dump on the person. So looking at the turnover equity for the 5 days, we find out that we have a lot of activities on the 26th of May, and the volume also increased the 30th of May. So you see that on Friday we actually had a huge volume here, which tells you that money is actually coming in because within the all share index we send a huge news to the market. And if you don't know, we are part of the best performing stock in the world, guys, in the world. So that tells you that more money will be coming. Looking now that we've broken the all share index, just like BTC broke all-time high, is a good sign that the market is actually healthy. And if you are listening to me and you have not started registering, you have not started trading in Nigerian stock, I beg you to reach out to me. Let me get your account set up so that you can start trading. Because if for 5 years from now till 5 years, that 2030, if you don't have an account, you will not enjoy this. So that you will not be part of the story. You know, a part of those that are sharing wrong stories, that they bought shares and the shares took their money. It was because they bought when the shares actually ripe. So now that we are gradually moving, join now. It is not after 2 years, 3 years when everything is now high. These little things that you are seeing, their prices are now up. That is when you will now say, somebody told me, I met one guy on YouTube. No, act fast. You understand? Act fast. So start before you are ready. So I just want to throw this to somebody because let me tell you one secret. We all will not trade stock forever. For example, there are a certain amount that will make. You won't be seeing me doing all these videos, Seth. You understand? I'll just maybe once in a month when I just feel like. Then I'll be doing conferences maybe once a year. Because if I have these billions, guys, I will not come here and be doing all this. You get the point? So you have to be able to look for your financial freedom. By the time you have billion and all that, you'll be looking at fixed income. Because if you put 1 billion in a Sukuk bond, you'll be getting close to 200 million. You understand? And that is enough to take care of your expenses for that year. And if you want to do projects, you still do big projects with that money. So that is the level of money you get to that you not be bothered with all this. So if you are still around that area, why not join and see how you can multiply your money? Because the stock market is a place where money is being made. I always tell people this is where the rich make their money. This is where the rich make their money. So if you don't know, if you are poor, this is leverage, no barrier. Gone are those days that you don't even know how to open an account. I see people say the thing is ethic. This I say money matter is ethic. But you'll be suffering from 9 to 5 now for 20 years. You are copy. In fact, now you are enjoying it. If there is no work, if you are angry. on Saturday you still even go work. You understand? Because you think there is stress in the house. So you need to understand to gain your financial freedom, and that's why I created this channel. And so far, if you following my video, you realize that all my videos are in line with you achieving your financial freedom. Look at Calverton that we've talked about. Look at name it coming back to entry again, that you can still load more. You understand? There's a lot of opportunities. Look at the ones I gave the other time. I gave you NPF finance. It also gained on Friday. So let us just continue so that we can just round up. So look at the shares here. You see the banking taking huge, that's financial services, and look at the consumer goods also taking 5%, and you see the services 5%. You see they've actually reduced compared to that of last week. So we see here 18% for others. So we'll quickly look at let's quickly jump so that this video will not be too long. We look at the all share index, and the market capital appreciated by 2.49% to close the week at 111,744 basis points. And similarly, all the other index finished higher, with the exception of MDS Consumer Goods and MDS Africa Bank, and the value and these and that, all those stuff. So let us quickly jump. Look at the NGS 30 and the all share index. They are actually following each other. We've not seen any decoupling so far. So this is summary of price change. So 56 equities appreciated in price during the week, higher than 52 equities in the previous week. So 44 equities depreciated in price, higher than 41 in the previous week, while 48 equities remain unchanged, lower than 55 recorded in the previous week. You see that the all share index actually affected most of the stocks here. So these are the top gainers, guys. These are the top gainers. This is where money is what is going to. So we have University Press. University Press opened 436 and closed 590. And that's the total of 35%. So the Red Star Express actually opened 671 and closed 832, 23%. And we have Omatech. Omatech broke from the resistance so far. There's nothing, the stock is not, but if you're a technical analysis, you understand that, okay, breaking out, let's see if you can take position, and they actually responded and printed 20%. We have ABC Transport 18%. We have Flyme 17%. We have Aradel 15%. We have Nigerian Aviation 13%. We have MC Nichols 13%. We have FTN Cocoa 12%, and we have Top Trust. So I don't want this video to be too long. We're supposed to check their chart every of these and see if opportunity is still there, if there's still room for growth. Maybe we can catch 15 or 20% from this run, but you can do that yourself. So we have top decliners also. You get opportunities from decliners also if you know what you are doing. We have Abe Mortgage Bank, it's actually down 26%. And we have Legend Internet, it's down 18%. Of course, anytime you see an IPO like that, there's possibility that they have to push the price to a certain level and anybody will jump out. So you have to be smart if you are trading IPO. But for me, I think the best advice is to just keep calm and see what you can get. Watch the stock. After the stock find its true value, you can now go in. So we have Industrial and Medical Gas Nigeria. That one lose for 15%. We have Multiverse. Multiverse actually opened at 9 and closed at 760, lost 15%. We have Seplat Energy, which opened at 5,588 and closed at 11%. We have Skyway Aviation also came down, and this is 11%. We have CWG. CWG closed at 910, which is negative 10.78%. We have Maya, and we have Triple G Company. So that is what we have. And let's look at price adjustment. So far, we have Seplat adjusting for trade entry 5Ds, and dividends were actually 72. It was adjusted. And Multiverse also closed at 9, and 10 Kobo dividends were actually deducted. So the last price was actually 9, and the ex dividends date send it to 890 as for Multiverse mining. So we also have NPF Microfinance. NPF Microfinance from 243.15 Kobo, which is the dividends, was taken out of it, and those who qualify should be able to apply. And if you're in my group and you don't know how to apply, I'll post if you bought when I asked you guys to buy, I'll post the e-dividend mandate so that you can fill your form and get your dividends. So after the markdown. The price was 228, and I think MPF Microfinance actually closed higher on Friday, which is also a good one. So these are change of name. Standard Alliance Insurance has actually changed their name to Fortis Global Insurance. So for a long time, I think this stock has not moved. Let's see if we can check it. I think. Okay, so this is Standard Alliance Insurance. So let's look at the name to be sure. So Standard Alliance Insurance. So this is it here. So they just changed. For a long time, I think this stock has not even moved. It's part of stock that I was checking then. I said for a long time, the stock has not moved. So you can see. Let's go to weekly. So you can see. So they just changed their name. So you can see there is no much activities here. No much activities. So they just changed their name. So we'll continue to monitor and see if there's any other improvement. So currently this will be the name FTG Sure. So guys, thank you so much for following me in checking the market review. You've seen the top gainers and top losers. So if you are good enough to be able to detect what you can deduce from this analysis. So this analysis is designed to give you insight on what happened in the week and where to pay attention. So already you've seen these stocks that are doing top gainers. Don't forget that stocks that are doing top gainers today, you can actually do top losers tomorrow. So top gainer doesn't mean, for example, I'm not going to buy this. It has done 35% already. Me buying it will not make sense. So that is one insight that you need to get. So guys, this is what I want you to look at, and let's just look at two top gainers, and let's look at one top gainers. So one of them is University Press. So let's look at University Press. So this is University Press 590. So you see we are actually approaching all-time high. So you see there is no much room again. There is no much room again. So question, if you get to this point, is it going to eat here and pull back, or is it going to continue? So the fundamentals will also help us, but time will not permit for me to do it here. But I am not saying you should go and buy this because it's high already. So guys, I just showed you the all share index and what we actually expect from the all share index. We expect the all share index to continue to shoot up while we also enjoy our stock price appreciation. So in case you are just joining, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can notified when I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profits and keep impacting your community. I love you all, my friends. Bye. And to red salute. See you in the next one.